I see.
Hey guys, pick up the books.
Yes, sir. That's why movie तो नहीं दे रहा है.
इधर दोस्ती मनाने का तो बाहर जा. ठीक है, यही दोस्त वही दोस्त. What was the last chapter I have done in completed? Multipurpose dam. Did we do advantages and disadvantages?
No.
Just check. Yeah.
That's sir आप Zoom खोलो ना.
Voice. Skip that. Skip that. Just turn the go with it. This line going on.
लाइट अरे सर ने बोला पीछे जाने.
रिकॉर्ड किया कि लाइव है.
लाइट चल रहा है.
ये क्या होगा? महर सर अबे वीडियो खत्म हो गई. रिकॉर्डिंग थी वो. महर सर बोला
Leave it. Come on. Write the advantages. Advantages and disadvantages. Guys, so advantages and disadvantages. Advantages right now. Come on.
Advantages, no?
Advantages. Multipurpose dams are of vital importance. Multipurpose dams are of vital importance for economic development of any economy, for economic development of any country.
They are vital
Importance for any country, of any country. Of any country. Come on. Its main advantages are. Come. What's his name? Its main advantages are. 1. Reduce the intensity of floods. Reduce the intensity of drought. Intensity of floods. Prevents drought.
of legs.
Floods.
It's called intensity of floods
And frequency of drought. Full stop. Second point. Generation of hydroelectric power. Pay.
हाँ लिखा हुआ है सर ये कुछ अच्छा हाँ
तो अच्छा ठीक है हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पावर लिखना फुल स्टॉप करो नीचे रिसर्च कर लीजिए इस तरह आप बहुत जल्दी बोला मांगे generation of hydroelectric power. Now go for disadvantages. Leads to large scale displacement of local people. Leads to large scale displacement of local people. Second, large scale deforestation. Next. disturbs the natural flow of river, disturbs the natural flow of river, disturbs the natural flow of river, affecting its drainage pattern, affecting its drainage pattern. Due to excessive reservoir, due to excessive water in reservoir. Next one, excessive water in reservoir. Excessive water in reservoir might lead to one person, that girl, what's her name?
Yeah.
She is only absent.
Yes.
And all are present.
Viraj.
विराज कैसे देखो?
अरे ऑनलाइन के
अरे आए नहीं देखो.
घूमने गए
स्कूल आया था क्या आज?
स्कूल नहीं चल रहा
अभी तक नहीं.
11
Good, you have to enjoy holidays.
हाँ फाइनली
Finally क्या? अच्छा, यूटी से. What did I say? Relax.
excessive
Might lead to breakage of the dam. Might lead to breakage of the dam, leading to. Might lead to breakage of the dam, leading to overflooding. Overflooding. That's it. Now check all this and let me know whether it is sorry. It's quite okay. In economics, how many chapters I have completed? 2. And in geography, we are in chapter number 3. So today, shall I start chapter number 4 as well? If possible. It's okay. Don't want.
next economics में chapter कौन सा है?
That is money and credit. But that will be far ahead. We will be having your portion out in the month of August in your school. But anyway, our portions will go quick. So now then, if I finish this, I might start with the chapter number 4 of geography, not today, because one lecture only, not today, 2 lectures. So next lecture, please bring economics if you want, or we'll go ahead with geography. You decide and let me know. I don't have any issues because in some branches I started economics more. Money and credit had finished, but they are in chapter number 2 of geography. But now you are ahead. Correct. Water resources. If you want, we will finish agriculture and then we can go because I'm 110% sure only 2 chapters will come for your semester. Correct. And 3 chapters from geography that we are already finishing today. Correct. Sure. And you can pick up your page number 53 and 52. There are many disadvantages given. Just run through the disadvantages. Then there is a question called opposition to. No, it's okay. Thank you. Opposition to multipurpose projects. I'll just concentrate on that. Sometimes there is a short note question on a heading called Narmada Bachao. Narmada is on Gujarat and Maharashtra. What has happened to this dam construction? We'll just understand. Even today, there is some controversy, not on the project, but created by the common people. Correct? So run through these disadvantages. Any point you want my explanation, I'll say. Here we will start, then we'll go up till here. Understanding?
Yes.
We will literally read and then we'll understand. So I don't need it. You run through all disadvantages. Because these topics are less for theory and more for your project and math. And we have rainwater harvesting. I'm going to explain it, but we'll go detailed. Next page, come on. First board, you read. Ask him to read.
Irrigation has first.
That's it. Next.
Irrigation.
Hmm.
Irrigation has changed the cropping pattern, shifting to water intensive and commercial crops. Ecological consequences like salinization, salinization,
Salinization.
Salinization.
Excessive salt. Next. Everybody knows the stories about Dead Sea?
Yes.
Now, what is Dead Sea all about?
This is not close for some.
It's about the drinking water.
But why does this
Salt.
Because with salt water deposit.
और salt water ज़्यादा होने की वजह से there is not a single blade of grass tried. The reason why they have said Dead Sea is just because of this. Because higher saline, you will not even drown in that water. So, chalo, next point.
It has transformed the social landscape by increasing the gap between richer landlords and the landless poor.
Now underline that. Which is landlord, is it?
Yes. Landlord.
Next.
Yes.
Hmm.
Opposition to multi-purpose project movement.
Next.
Social movement like the Narmada Bachao Andolan.
Now, if I want to say what is this Narmada Bachao, this was a river project which was in Maharashtra less and Gujarat more. But when the height of the dam was to be raised, the local people did not want because it is going to disturb. And Narmada itself is not a perennial high source of water, but it floats, but it floods the area during the rainy season. Then there was cutting of the large landscape. You know what is landscape? And local people were removed from that area. So we had Medha Patkar. Now she is in US, our own Indian writer, who wants to write bad things about India, so they run away from India. And then there were many other, I don't remember other writers, but I remember Amir Khan, not Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan was a part of this movement. So they named the movement as what? Narmada Bachao Andolan. So it's a mass movement. You know what is mass movement? The local people, community, elite people, they just want to highlight that I am also part. Correct? So let's make her to read. Come on. Louder and clearer. Her reading, I want her to improve. Read.
Social movements like the Narmada Bachao Andolan, the Tehri Bachao Andolan
This is Tehri Dam, again in Maharashtra. Go ahead.
have focused on the environmental issues and rehabilitation of the people.
Underline that word rehabilitation. What is rehabilitation? Settlement of the people. Settle. क्योंकि उनको वो जगह से निकाला तो किधर लेके रखेगा, है ना? Go ahead.
Resistance to the projects has been due to large-scale displacement of local communities.
Underline the word displacement. What is the other word for displacement? Movement. मतलब more than 300 to 500 families were removed from the area. Not that, is it? They say कि dams project is going to come. One, if they are moved, they need to be given a proper house. चलो proper house फिर भी दे दिया. But what will be their source of livelihood? Because if I am living in a particular village or a town for more than 15 years, suddenly one day a project has come in and they are throwing out of what I am going to do. Correct? And one thing we have to understand, project is important too much. But then before the project to be launched, the surveying, we have to see which are the land area, how many people are living there. Do we have suitable opportunity? Do we have suitable? Then only people are ready to go. If you are living in a area called Pali Hills in Mumbai, you know what are Pali Hills?
Yes.
Oh, South Goa में मालूम है कैसे है? Malabar Hills in Mumbai, and I'm shifting to a Sain Dharavi area. But that also 3 BHK luxurious. बोला कि नहीं चाहिए, है ना? So कहाँ Pali Hills और क्या सर क्या ना चाहिए? Project आ रहा है, तो मैं क्या करूँ? And every time whenever this big dam project comes, the local community, if they are residing in such problem. But then we have the government surveyors and other people have to handle it very carefully. Because you might have seen many Hindi movies where the builder wants to build a project and that local people doesn't want to move. Then there is a villain from on the builder side and a hero from the local side. And then the tussle starts. And Satya jaise koi bhi utar ke aa jata hai gun leke. You understood what I'm trying to say? That is just a cinema photographer or something. But in real life also this problem comes in. So Narmada was one project, even today they have constructed, it is used. Even today it is not 100% solved. Okay, come on.
The local people who had to give up their land, livelihood and meager.
It is lively. It's okay, go ahead.
And meager control over resources for the greater good of the nation.
Like if I say I am explaining to the poor people. The poor people. That if you sacrifice your land, you are making India the rich. बोलेगा नहीं चाहिए. Don't you think India should have done? मेरा ऊपर तुम डैम बनाएंगे और मैं छोड़ के जाऊँ. You think of the brighter India. मेरा घर का बल्ब फ्यूज हो गया. है ना? But then government is government. There are various litigations. You know what are litigations? Cases. Government versus Bolaknath case. ये सब हम लोग ने किया है case study. Government versus Madhya Pradesh or one side. Generally 90% time the government only wins the case. And 90% of the time the poor fellow who is fighting against the government might not have. If I want to tell you that the movie which was made on that scientist called Nambi Narayan, rocketry movie, he fought against the central government for more than 10 years. Many times he did not have even food to eat or money to go back to his house. So he used to sleep under that courtyard only. And finally he has removed the big plot on his name. Rocketry movie, dekhna, it's a real nice movie. But then the last government and the new government which is going to take oath on, I think 8th of this month only. He recognized his sacrifice. He gave him not only 1 crore, he gave him a big award. Because despite all the odds, that fellow wanted to just clear his name as a Deshdrohi, which he was not. A movie dekhna, I think Madhavan ka production hai, and he has done tremendous role in it. How does the Indian scientists were charged by Americans and they made them his life a living hell. Just because America does not want India to develop a rocket engine called cryogenic engine, जो America के पास है और India के पास नहीं था. So there are so many other things. Even if you have watched that yesterday's election news, today they have confirmed through AI and ChatGPT and other, they have got solid proof. And many foreign governments have funded the people in India so that the Narendra Modi doesn't win the election. देखो, what was depicted 400 par, it didn't even close 300 par. But then he was not so happy which we had seen him. But look at Rahul Gandhi, although they lost the election, he was jubilant like as if he has become the prime minister of the country. है ना? वो हम लोग ने एक एग्जांपल दिया. मैं बोलने से पहले न्यूज़ वाला बोला था कि जो हमेशा फेल होता है वो जस्ट पास होने के बाद जो पागलपन था वो कल राहुल के मुंह में दिखा. है ना? For last so many years he has failed, and this is the first time he has won. Not only 2 seats he was fighting, one was in Kerala and other was in UP. He has won both the seats. When the reporter asked, sir, आप कौन सा seat रखेंगे और कौन सा seat नहीं रखेंगे, he was unable to speak. वो मैं सोचूंगा मैडम अभी कल सुबह उठ के क्या करेंगे. So the news channels, if you have seen very clearly, na, they were putting like this. 294, na, I think. 290 actually. Sorry. Versus 99. इधर राहुल का फोटो दिख रहा है और इधर नरेंद्र मोदी का दिख रहा है. Although BJP didn't cross more than 5 states, not more than 5 states, they have whitewashed the seats. मध्य प्रदेश में 32 था, पूरा 32 जीता. And सबसे तो मुझे अच्छा लगा दिल्ली का 7 लोकसभा seats, all 7 won by BJP. And then आम आदमी पार्टी का एक लीडर सबको मिठाई बंट रहे तो खाओ. पब्लिक ने मिठाई था खा लिया. इधर तू तो हार गया. अच्छा हार गया. They are ruling in Punjab with majority. पंजाब में 3 सीट जीते. कैसा तुम्हारा गवर्नमेंट. And Delhi also they are ruling, na? What kind of comedy? है ना? So this election, I think Narendra Modi never will forget. Because third time he has become the Prime Minister of India. Except Nehru, no other Prime Minister of India has been elected for the third time. ये सब आप अपने parents से पूछो. I don't know how much the politics they understand. But last election में BJP अकेला out of 500 seats they have won 3-0. Out of that was a thumping majority. So he could take any actions, है ना? वो जो article 377 ban किया, he could attack Pakistan. और अभी उसका पास strong opposition बैठा है. 220 something, ना something they have. हाँ, 33. So now they think कि now we can crumble the neck of Mr. Modi. But BJP ने clearly बोलते हम जो बोला है वो करेंगे, जो करने का तो तुमको. I cannot pass the bill in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. You understand? Thumping victory नहीं है उसके पास. But let's hope. This fellow is mainly known for his shocks and mainly known for his big decisions. Let's wait and watch. अभी राहुल गांधी और उसका बहन का तो खुशी का ठिकाना ही नहीं. उनको लग रहा है पूरा दुनिया जीत गई. तो कितना सीट जीता? 99 है ना? तो हार गया है. बट उसको लग रहा है कि मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर से भी ऊपर हूँ. और एक छोटा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया करके एक बुक दिखा रहा था, देखा? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का जीत हुई है, पब्लिक ने हमको दोबारा लाया है. सर आप तो हार गए ना, मतलब दोबारा फेल नहीं हुआ ना, मैं पास हो गया.
अरे मेरे को उसमें वीडियो आई तो उसमें बाद में मैं उसमें बोले जा रहे थे किसकी बात सुनते हो.
अच्छा, दैट इज
बीजेपी, कोई बीजेपी की उसने डाला था.
हाँ, so that's why they say 3 बार फेल नहीं, तीसरा बार पास. That is our Rahul. So we always believe when these political decisions are made, it have a great impact on the stock market. The day of counting, stock market fell more than by 6. Wait, let the Prime Minister be declared, then it will shoot. And today, yes, submission is this one, resignation to the Draupadi Murmu, and 8th, he will be again become the Prime Minister of India. So let's wait. This time, I want to watch the program live when he's taking the oath. So I feel he will give some pleasant shocks and क्या बोलते full jari to Mr. Rahul. बोलेगा पटाखे कहाँ से फट रहे? रुक जा, अभी तो स्टार्ट हुआ है. तुझे क्या लगता है वो हार मान जाएगा, है ना? And now the fight inside the Lok Sabha, you should watch it, especially when Rahul is speaking. है ना? Wait a minute, you don't understand all this. Now only she will laugh. अरे सब लोग खत्म हो गया. चल, let's come back to geography. And please watch the oathing ceremony. He's inviting guests from all the sides. And Rahul तो नहीं जाएगा. उसका तो दिल जला है वो. है ना? But the biggest shocker for BJP was in UP. Out of 80 seats, Congress has gained 30 plus. जो हाँ थोड़ा सा shock हो गया. But ठीक है. He has won the election with clear majority. But thumping victory नहीं आया. But he has become the Prime Minister. Let's hope for the best. अभी तक तो अमित शाह ने पूरा अपना अंदर का ब्रेन से कुछ ना कुछ खिचड़ी बनाए रहेगा. अभी एक शॉक आएगा भी ऑपोजिशन के लिए. Let's hope for the best. And I'm very happy because the opposition is very strong. So we'll have a, understood what I'm trying to say? राहुल गांधी को तो उसको अभी पता नहीं उसके नीचे पैर है क्या ऊपर जमीन है, उसको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. हाँ, become so jubilant, as if he has won the election. हाँ, really? वो ऐसा बात कर रहे हैं जैसे कि पूरा देश ने पूरा ब्रह्मांड उसको सिलेक्ट कर लिया है. Because बार फेल होके बेचारा थक चुका है ना? I think 8th of June they have said. I think evening the program will start. Yes. And please watch. I think I was live that video when I was in Vashi yesterday, and my 10th CBSE wanted to listen. What does Mr. Modi was saying when he speaking in front of Delhi में उनका headquarters में था. And the normal excitement नहीं था उनका शक्ल में, but ठीक है. People have not given him the thumping victory, but people have understood that BJP only can rule. So अगर एक last statement बोलता हूँ, Delhi people always vote for central BJP and state Kejriwal. Look at the political understanding of the people. So why I'm discussing all this, by the time you grow 18 and the first vote that you are casting should be a vote which should be a meaningful vote. Forget about the party or forget about this thing. Remember the person who is voting. है ना? देखो पूरा बीजेपी एक शक्ल से चल रहा है, and that is Mr. Modi. ऐसा कोई लीडर अपने को शायद अगर आगे मिल रहा है कि नहीं मिल रहा है, we do not. But now we are living in the age where the 75-year-old fellow is working like a 25-year-old man. कल वो वही बता रहा था, आप 2 घंटे काम करेंगे, मैं 18 घंटा काम करूंगा, और वैसे भी करता भी है वो बंदा. So this is the passion he is having. And what passion we have to do? Simple. Let's watch the music which is going to be played on the ears of Rahul Gandhi and how he gets irritated from the Lok Sabha. You should watch it. अभी तो भाई साहब बहुत गरम छोड़ेगा बड़ा क्योंकि उसके पास 200 seats है ना अभी. So now he thinks he can make Modi cry.
कोलिशन पार्टी के साथ
हाँ, even NDA भी तो है ना. That is what I'm saying. अभी बीजेपी का is something 234 ही है. Coalition 54 है, हाँ. So they are again, they have lost more than 50 seats. But ठीक है, combine आया है. Let's watch. I think very soon you'll see he'll be taking big decisions. पर जैसा वो पहला लेता था अभी नहीं ले पाएगा, because लोकसभा में भी बिल पास होना चाहिए और राज्यसभा में भी बिल पास होना चाहिए. And दोनों साइड में उसको मेजोरिटी नहीं रहेगी. Last time he had thumping majority in Lok Sabha, so he never bothered to pass the bill. You understand passing the bill is there? राज्यसभा में थोड़ा सा प्लस माइनस था, but he very smartly passed the bill. पहला बिल तो राज्यसभा में पास कर ले, लोकसभा में तो ये नहीं कर पास. Let's wait and watch what is this evil crooked fellow called Rahul Gandhi is going to play. हाँ, वो जितना कॉमेडी दिखता है उतना है नहीं. He's a very shrewd fellow. And funds have come all the way from America, all the way from China, and I don't know the name of recording going on. But then Modi should not become the prime minister. तो देखो, वो महाभारत का एक श्लोक है, जब एक अकेला को 100 जन मिलकर अगर रेजिस्ट करेगा, you find that fellow is a true ईमानदार, है ना. उसने क्या बोला था, मैं खाऊंगा, मैं खाने भी नहीं दूंगा और उनको छोड़ूंगा भी नहीं. अभी उसने बोला जितना भी सीएम के ऊपर केस है सब अभी जाएंगे अंदर. एंड सबसे बिगेस्ट केस राहुल के ऊपर ही है. राहुल और सोनिया के ऊपर एक हराल करके केस है, वो तो करोड़ों का केस है. अभी उसको सब एक्टिवेट करने का, अंदर बैठ के गिनते रहो फिर तुम लोग. लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट दैट केसेस कम. हाँ, जितना भी अभी मिनिस्टर उसके खिलाफ जीता है ना, सबके ऊपर बड़ा केसेस है. पंजाब के इसमें केस है, दिल्ली का तो बेचारा अंदर गया ही है ना. और एनके स्टालिन इज फ्रॉम चेन्नई तमिलनाडु, इसके ऊपर केस है, करोड़ों का केस है. एंड दे आर थ्रोइंग मड एट मोदी.
इट्स जस्ट अ पॉलिटिशियन जिसके पास 2 से ज्यादा पासपोर्ट.
कौन हाँ, इज 4 कंट्री का वो ये रखा है. You are banned to have more than one citizenship. How can you become the parliamentarian ना? रुको, उसमें एक मिस्टर सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी करके एक बंदा है, उसने वो 2 पासपोर्ट के लिए उसने डाला, वो केस भी एक्टिवेट करेगी. कितना तो केस करेगा बेचारा पूरा 5 साल में, 5 साल फिर कोर्ट के चक्कर ही लगाता रहेगा. But he's very sure, ना. So somebody asked Modi, why don't you put Sonia and Rahul inside the jail despite? बोलता है अगर हम उनको जेल में डालूंगा ना, वो महात्मा बन जाएंगे, उसने बाहर छोड़ के उनको. हाँ, तो केजरीवाल जेल से आने के बाद क्या बोल रहा था, है ना, the way he was talking as if उसने महात्मा गांधी का फोटो नहीं रखा है उनका दिल्ली का लोकसभा पार्लियामेंट में, सॉरी दिल्ली का विधानसभा में. जिस दिन वो जेल के अंदर जा रहा है, he has gone to महात्मा गांधी समाज, तो माथा ठोक रहा है, बोल रहा है मैं देश के लिए लड़ने जा रहा हूँ, है ना, बस गांधी जी का आशीर्वाद लेने आया. तो किसी ने कहा गांधी जी तेरे ऊपर थूके क्यों नहीं निकले. शराब घोटाला में अंदर चल रहा है और हर चीज में बोलता है मैं सुभाष चंद्र बोस का ये हूँ. अरे भाई सुभाष चंद्र बोस कौन था, तू कौन है ना यार. देन आई रियली अडोर हिम. इतना होने के बाद भी वो अभी भी बोलता है छवन्नी नहीं मिला है, छवन्नी. तो मिस्टर मोदी ने इलेक्शन में बोल दिया ये पढ़ा लिखा चोर है. तो बराबर है ना, he knows how the scam will come, how they will raid, कहाँ से ढूंढेंगे और कैसे निकालेंगे. हमारे सब में पूरा चोरी करके पूरा बोलते ना ठिकाना लगा दिया. अभी बोलते चवन्नी निकाल कहाँ से निकालेगा ना. But you wait, he has got solid proofs. He has taken money from the biggest terrorist of India. He has given a video recording to the government of India, जिसमें मिस्टर केजरीवाल साइन करते हुए पकड़ा गया है ना. And there are many proofs. Slowly and steadily I feel ना, this entire Congress machinery should be inside the jail. हाँ, Then we will see कि इन लोग का नखरा कहाँ तक जाता है. Let's wait. I think पहले 3 months में अपना POK आ जाएगा. That's for sure. है ना? Pakistan occupied Kashmir should be with us at least by the next Independence Day, coming Independence Day. Those, हाँ क्या बोले? You have citizen POK? I don't know. She said like this. Sorry. हाँ फिर क्या?
मेरे बर्थडे
अच्छा 15 अगस्त आपका बर्थडे है. फिर अगस्त के दिन आप बर्थडे मनाते हैं. कब है बर्थडे?
10th August
अच्छा ठीक. चल लेट्स कंप्लीट. अच्छा 5 दिन पहले बॉर्न हुआ. उसके बाद देश आजाद हुआ. चलो सॉरी. हाँ my Hindi is not good. Come on.
only the landowners, farmers, industrialists and a few urban centers have benefited.
Put all those people into bracket. Who have benefited from these big projects?
हाँ
अभी कॉमन मैन को जाके बोलने का नर्मदा डैम बनाया आपको कैसा लगा? कैसा लग रहा है? हमको तो उठा के बाहर फेंका है. कैसा लगेगा? है ना? चलो.
They created conflicts between people wanting different uses and benefits from the same water resources.
Underline the word conflicts. Only conflicts. Next.
In Gujarat, the Sabarmati basin farmers were
है ना? क्या हो गया?
agitated
They got angry. Next.
and almost caused a riot over the higher priority given to water supply in urban areas, particularly during droughts. Interstate water disputes are also becoming common with regards to sharing the cost.
Underline the industrial crowds है. Crowds है.
Interstate water dispute.
Underline the word disputes. Which 2 states anybody can say?
गुजरात महाराष्ट्र
हाँ है ना. And then we have this Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Kaveri water dispute. Go ahead.
The projects have thus failed to really achieve the purposes for which they were built.
Underline that main purposes.
नर्मदा बचाओ आंदोलन.
हाँ. You read.
Narmada Bachao Andolan or Save Narmada Movement is a non-governmental organization that mobilized tribal people, farmers, environmentalists and human rights activities against the Sardar Sarovar Dam being built across the Narmada River in Gujarat. It is originally focused on the environmental issues related to the trees that would be submerged under the dam water. Recently, it has refocused the aim to enable poor citizens, especially the outstanding displaced people, to get full rehabilitation facilities from the government. People felt that their suffering would not be in vain, accepting the trauma of displacement, living in the
Underline the word displacement and trauma. Trees and plants were submerged. People were asked to move out. Okay, go ahead. So then whatever she has read will come to know what actually they are talking about. Actually Sardar Sarovar project is coming. ये मेरा पार्ट करे जो अमित शाह के बात में ये लेडी देख रहा है. शी इज अ बिग एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट. कुछ ना कुछ बड़बड़ करती रहती है. अरे एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट का काम ही. कुछ लोग अच्छे हैं ऐसे नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. But then
Side check.
अरे अच्छा इधर भी क्लास चल रही है सर वो वीडियो रोको ये वाली वीडियो को रोको
We leave it because it is going to create trouble for my eyes. One thing you have to understand: this entire local community were agitated by certain environmentalists, and she's one among them. Okay, there was a genuine problem. It is not that we are against the people, but that problem was aggravated politically more. So that the construction of this Narmada dam was not 100% any time. Now also the height of the dam, the local people does not want to increase it. Okay, but dam is constructed, but 100% completion will not be done. Okay, let's just move. Narmada is done. Then the next we have to do rainwater harvesting. ये लिख दो. This is a very important question. Yes, what am
आपने वीडियो बोलो
कौन सा? हाँ. My lecture is up till
7:30 सर
let it be. So you write rainwater harvesting. Refers to.
Sir, wait.
Okay. Refers to a viable alternative. I'm writing.
liable
Viable. Cheaper opportunity. To the process of alternative to the process of dam construction. Viable alternative, cheaper alternative to the process of dam construction. Just understand this. Whenever we explain dam, a huge river has to be diverted, correct? And a huge wall has to be broken. And did I show you the biggest dam in the world is from China?
yes
You remember how difficult it is. These are the floodgates, okay? And then this part of the dam is reservoir. Crores of rupees, years of hard work, and disadvantages just now. Now, in place of this, if I go with the RH, rainwater harvesting, it is nothing but we are collecting the excess rainwater first, storing the excess rainwater. Correct? 3. Increasing the underground water level. And 4. Finally, we are using this water during which season? Dry season. Normally, dry season is includes summer. You will be not short. But I say even winter is a dry season. Now, winter is a dry season
because it's
no supply of water naturally. Correct. So then now what is the most popular we are going to understand is our rooftop correct? Rainwater collection. This is very easy, and as compared to a dam, there is no cross of or no common people, there is nothing. So whenever we have buildings, correct, the high rises, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
This rooftop with the terrace, they have to collect this water. Now they are going to use plastic pipes and pass this to water aquifer or underground area. So if this was your underground water level before this rainwater harvesting, slowly and steadily, what will happen? The level will rise through a use of a bore pump or a hand pump. Definitely you can use this water during which season?
Right.
Right.
Why it is called as rainwater harvesting? Because the excess rainwater which might be a trouble, which might cause flood, which might get into a drainage, or it might take soil erosion. Just with some pipes and other connections, we are doing it. Hardly thousands. No need to vacate, no need to construct, no need to obstruct, nothing. So that is why I use the word which word? A viable alternative. In our city, so many buildings, so many terraces, so many high rises. If every building does this, automatically we are reducing the water loss. Correct? We are increasing the which water level? Underground water level. There is one picture given. Just turn 2 pages ahead. You see, not 2 pages, the next page only. The bamboo drip irrigation stopped. This is old system in Meghalaya. Correct? But this can be done. In fact, I showed in certain other classes, maybe not today, I'll show you. Sachin Tendulkar was the first person in Mumbai. He has an old house where he normally lives, his papa's, but he has a very costly or a lavish house where he has installed this rainwater harvesting. Excess rainwater not only collected, goes underground from where he can pump and use it during the non-rainy season. समझ में आया? चलो, let's read it.
Sir,
हाँ,
अगर
हाँ जी।
सब लोग water harvesting कर लेंगे तो dam में क्या करेंगे?
देख, ये तो अभी आया ना, ये मैंने कर लिया, कल जाके हम चलो डैम को तोड़ो। This was constructed when Nehru was the Prime Minister of India, because that time this was the concept. अभी hydroelectricity कहाँ बनाएगा? यहाँ का पानी को ऊपर डाल से या नीचे? है ना, multipurpose dams बनाया, but no more dams will require. जो हो गया, उसको तोड़ के थोड़ी मैं अभी बना सकता है. Like one of the political rally, one of the Muslim guy was saying कि ये ताजमहल भीख मांग के बांधा है, ये भीख मांग के बांधा है, कुतुब मीनार. तो एक हिंदू आया, ऐसा झाड़ा उसको, बोला ये ताजमहल तेरा बाप का पैसा नहीं बना, हमारे खून पसीने का कमाई है. करेक्ट ही है ना? मुगलों ने अपने माँ बाप से छीन के इधर नहीं लाया, हमको लूट के हमसे ही बनाया है बिल्डिंग. ये कैसा हो गया मुगलों का, है ना? ये हमारा है. And in fact, certain historical evidence have shown Taj Mahal's name is Tejur Mahal. And Qutub Minar, the tall tower, was constructed by a Hindu king, but he couldn't complete. And suddenly this Qutubuddin Aibak, if you have heard about history, he only completed it at saying it is Qutub Minar. So there are certain evidences in Taj Mahal saying that it was constructed by Hindu. They have not opened the temple, that gate. Minaret नहीं बनाया था, but बाकी बिल्डिंग था. Minaret मतलब वो 4 स्तंभ बने, वो नहीं था. अबे how would I go and fight? I remember one of the lady, I think when she was voting and coming out, she was asking which government and which party. So without saying the government and party, जिन्होंने हमको राम दिया है, जो अभी हमको कृष्ण भी दिलाएंगे, द्वारका का वो केस चालू है ना? जो हमको हमारे शंकर से मिलाएंगे, वो कौन सा केस है? जहाँ एक मस्जिद है, हमारा ज्ञान वापी मस्जिद,
और
मथुरा पूरा हमारा करके देंगे, हमारा वोट उन्हीं के लिए है. She didn't take the name and she didn't take the party. एक बूढ़ा नौजवान जो देश के लिए मर मिटना चाहता है, उसके लिए हमने अपना वोट दिया है ना? So look at the sentiments of the people. Although this election he didn't get it, but I always felt that the European or foreign countries have pumped so much money that this Rahul might have done. You understood what I'm saying? So देखते हैं अभी ये कैसे चलता है, क्या चलता है. But I am really disheartened. So how much effort and energy Mr. Modi and Amit Shah might have put. And अभी अमित शाह ने तो पूरा इसका opposite plan बनाया भी रहेगा. कहाँ से आया, क्या हुआ, आगे कैसे करेंगे, है ना? So let's wait and watch. So at least.
ताजमहल में तो वो बेसमेंट वाला डोर अभी तक खोला
That is a door they are saying ki this is not to be open as well. But there are certain fact records that it belongs to a Hindu dynastic king who has constructed this place. But if Shahjahan ने complete किया तो उसका नाम आया.
ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि शाहजहां ने जो भी लूटा था सब उधर रखा हुआ है और खोला
हो
नहीं।
सकता है बट अभी क्या ये मुगलों का तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता. I went to Lord Ayyappa temple in Kerala. If you have seen what is Ayyappa, before getting into that 7 hills, there is one masjid. अभी हम लोग भगवान के रूप से जा रहे हैं तो मस्जिद में क्यों घुसने का ना. तो मेरा कजिन ने बोला नहीं अय्यप्पा से पहले मस्जिद में घुसो. मैंने घुसूंगा तू जा है ना. तो आज द लोकल बोले क्या है मस्जिद का क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है. One Mughal king wanted to loot the Ayyappa temple in those days. So he almost came with his force to attack that temple, to loot. So not the exact god. Some people told कि तू attack करेगा ना तेरा पूरा dynasty इधर ही मिट जाएगा. तो उसने बोला अभी मैं तो आ गया मेरा नाम हिस्ट्री में होना चाहिए मैं तो रिटर्न नहीं जाऊंगा. तो उसने बोला ठीक है एक काम कर हम आपके नाम से इधर एक दरगाह बना देते हैं जितना भी इसमें कलेक्शन आएगा वो पूरा तू ले. बोला ये भी अच्छा है. तो आज भी जितना हिंदू पिलग्रिमेज ऊपर जाता है ना पहला उधर जाके नारियल फोड़ते हैं उधर जाके पैसे देते हैं. मैं ना नारियल फोड़ा ना पैसे. हाँ ये कौन सा कॉन्सेप्ट है रे. अभी जैसे आप दरगाह जाने से पहले एक टेम्पल बनाएगा उसको बोलेगा तो टेम्पल के अंदर के कुछ दरगाह में जाएगा हो जाएगा वो नहीं जाएगा. वो अल्लाह में and look how these Mughal kings have done. So many temples were looted by Tipu Sultan. टीपू सुल्तान. अभी बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट जब कर्नाटक में था उसका बर्थडे के दिन गवर्नमेंट हॉलिडे कैंसिल किया नहीं देने का. हम उसको टीपू सुल्तान को देशभक्त नहीं मानते. वो देशद्रोही. इतने ही तो लेडीज को उठा के लेके गया है टेम्पल को लूटा है बहुत हिंदूज को उसने मारा है काटा है. बड़े लोग बोलते नहीं टीपू सुल्तान द ग्रेटेस्ट सन ऑफ इंडिया. कोई ग्रेटेस्ट सन. Hyder Ali, the dad of Tipu Sultan, was a typical Mongolian fellow. है ना. You know the Tipu Sultan story ना. He had reigned the reign when he was just 15 years old. Because that fellow who was ruler of Nizam, and his name until I forgot him, he was a big lover of dance and music. When the Britishers were plotting to attack this Mysore, he was dancing among Kanyas only. हाँ वही सच है. तो हैदर अली ने बोला ऐसा ऐसा ब्रिटिश लोग आ रहा है उसको मार के पकड़ रहे. तो उन्हें डिस्टर्ब कैसे किया. और उसका डेथ हिस्ट्री में लिखा है रूलर ऑफ निजाम. ही डाइड व्हेन ही वाज डांसिंग. वैसे ही हाँ. तो हैदर अली ने प्रण लिया था कि मैं इस राज्य को बचाऊं. सो दैट इज हाउ टीपू सुल्तान हैज गॉट द रूलर ऑफ मैसूर. हैदर अली द डैड ऑफ टीपू सुल्तान. वरना किधर था टीपू सुल्तान. So I don't want to interfere in the history teachers or teaching, but I have really done what the Indian history is all about. So we are really proud that very few people understand what is original history. तो जब नेहरू जी का गवर्नमेंट आया हिस्टोरियंस उनको लगाया जो सिर्फ गांधी और नेहरू के बारे में लिखा. Where is Subhash Chandra Bose? Where is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? Where is our own Shivaji Maharaj? Nothing is written. So now we might get history textbooks maybe like 2 or 3, 5, 4 years down the line. where Subhash Chandra Bose, Lala Lajpat Rai है ना उनके बारे में भी बच्चों को पढ़ा. ठीक है नेहरू और गांधी था क्या. Where are the other people have gone? तो हिस्टोरियंस को भी नेहरू ने उनको लगाया जो इन दोनों के बारे में लिखने में. And the person who was running away from Nehru was our own Subhash Chandra Bose na. He did not die in a plane crash. He was alive. Yes. Because the Governor General who signed the treaty that we are leaving, they wanted Subhash Chandra Bose dead or alive. And Nehru ne bola aap tension na lo hamare. And that is why he was in a disguised form. अच्छा आपको मालूम है ये हाँ वो गुमनामी पापा के रूप में जिंदगी था. He died at the age of somebody told me 79 or 82. Till that time he was alive. But Nehru till his life couldn't search where is this Subhash Chandra Bose क्योंकि उसको पकड़ के या तो मारो या तो जिंदा ब्रिटिश को देने का उसने एग्रीमेंट साइन किया. एंड और एक भी ट्रीटी था जिसमें कुछ लोगों ने बोला कि लोग ने ब्रिटिश को पैसा दिया वो पैसे के साथ ही लोग निकला इंडिया से. What Nehru and Gandhi है ना. Wait, what happened? She has gone or did he? When she was without blinking, you were thinking something, is it? Seriously, या गांधी के बारे में या नेहरू के बारे में? चलो, I'm good as storyteller, is it? Yes, thank you. चलो, जल्द, हाँ, you read.
Water harvesting.
हाँ मैं notes नहीं दूंगा because it's very simple. Next time we bring economics as well. Whichever you want, we'll go with it. Okay, चलो जल्दी. आरएच है ना? हाँ वही है. हाँ.
Rainwater harvesting is a viable alternative.
Viable.
Alternative to multi-purpose projects, both socio-economically and fundamentally is a technique of increasing the recharge of groundwater by capturing and storing rainwater by constructing structures such as ductworks,
Ductworks, correct.
percolation pits and check dams.
हाँ ये पूरा picture में मैं ये वीडियो में दिखा दूँगा. Go ahead.
Rainwater is stored in groundwater reservoirs by adopting artificial recharge techniques to build the household storages and tanks. Objectives to meet the increasing demand for water, to reduce runoff, to avoid flooding of roads, to augment
Increase.
the groundwater storage and raise the water table.
Which water table? उधर लिख लो underground. Underground water table.
To reduce groundwater pollution, to improve the quality of groundwater, to supplement domestic water requirement during summer and long rains.
Go ahead.
Methods of rainwater harvesting. Traditional methods. In hilly and mountainous regions of the western Himalayas, diversion channels, ponds, or pools were built for agriculture and to flood plains of Bengal. People developed inundation channels.
Denudation channels, है ना? Inundation channels, जिसमें पानी only rainfall के time ज़्यादा पड़ता है.
In arid and semi-arid regions, agricultural fields were converted to rainfed storage structures that allow waters to stand and moisture the soil. Example.
What is the moistening the soil? जिस जगह पर उस soil के ऊपर पानी खड़ा है, वो soil को हमेशा गीला रखेगा. It's moistening the soil.
The khadans in Jaisalmer.
Khadans. यही rainwater harvesting को अलग-अलग जगह में अलग-अलग नाम. हाँ, go ahead.
And johads in other parts.
Johad, हाँ, correct, very good. Go ahead.
Other parts of Rajasthan, rooftop rainwater harvesting was commonly practiced to store drinking water, particularly in Rajasthan. Rainwater harvesting in ancient India. In ancient India, along with the sophisticated hydraulic structures, there existed an extraordinary tradition of water harvesting.
So the notes I will give it very brief for RH. Only complete the question answers from the volume. Almost this chapter is done. Why I am not focusing this too much? Because it's very less weighted chapter. Come to page number 67. 1, 2. Dam तो मैंने दिया ही है, दिया ना? Watershed development. If you want, I will give you. RH you write. So leaving fourth question, all the questions you write, and we'll meet in the coming one. बाकी रहने करता हूँ. So please bring economics as well. Let's see how it goes, and then whichever chapter you want, we'll